All right, so before I start this video, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Also, I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Also, I'd like to give out a mighty shalom to the men, women, and children out there. They are the hopeful elect. Staying there, we're almost home. Okay, so the title of this video, I'm going to name it, The Mark is Everything Under the Sun Besides What It Is. Okay, the mark is everything under the sun besides what it is. Okay. So I just want to go ahead and get this out the way, man. The last couple of weeks, or months or so, we've been hearing these different camps, man, speaking foul. They going off, man. They catching a tantrum, all right, about Revelations 13. All right, but it's getting ridiculous. All right, and these men, who are claiming to be men of the Lord, they should know these prophecies, man. It's not time to be bullshitting anymore. We should know what times that we're living in, and we need to start taking this thing a little bit more serious, right? And we need to start edifying the people with the right and correct doctrine, man, because we are in the last days, and speaking the wrong doctrine can get you killed, okay? And the Revelations 13, man, when it comes to the mark or the charagma, right? That is a major prophecy, a prophecy that has not been fulfilled yet, okay? But everything is the mark besides what it is. Okay. Not too long ago, he had a camp named Sons of Thunder. They believe it's what is it, spiritual, a spiritual mark. You got IUIC. They said it's a sin. Then you have your boys. Watchman of Israel. Not Naquan, man. He's going off, man, and he's very proud. He's a proud young man. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he done, sold out or whatever, but he's speaking the false doctrine, man. Saying it's what he say was, I forget. Basically he's going off. Well, he really didn't even break down what the mark was, right? It's kind of funny that as soon as you get to the word mark, they avoid it, right? But like I said, the mark is everything under the sun besides what it really is. The mark is a white woman sleeping with white women. The mark is watching too much, watching Joel Osteen. The mark is eating pork. The mark is everything under the sun besides what it is, man. And we know what it is. It's that, that sea hip. All right. But the first scripture that I want to start off, man. And like I said, this book, man, this book is supposed to help us, through rough times, through good times, through good, through outs, through ups and downs, man. And the Bible, man, has it's a history book, but our forefathers is letting us know that things are to come. Okay. So we got to heed to these words, man, and just we can't be playing these games no more. All right. But the first chapter I want to start with is Romans 15, and starting at verse 4, and it reads, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope." Okay, so it says, "For whatsoever these things were written aforetime was written for our learning." Yes. Our forefathers, man, they was trying to send us, everything that's written in this book is meant for us to help us out, man. Like I said, this book can help you get a woman, right? This book teaches you how to eat correctly when it comes to the dietary laws, when it comes to, not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, etc., right? It tells you how to be a man. It tells you how to construct yourself, man. And it also goes along in the times to come, right? When it talks about the famines, the earthquakes, the pestilence, right? It talks about all these things, that's going to come. This book basically it's going to save your life, right? If you're in the right spirit, or if the Most High has chosen you, right? If you're the elect, hopefully elect. Okay, so let me read that again. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures that we might have hope, right? So um, yeah, man, we got to stay in this book, and we have to take heed on everything this is talking about. So, it's like I said, it's funny that, the mark is everything under the sun besides, the C hip. All right. Um, but it's crazy that it's being talked about more than ever when it's being showed more than ever. All right. I never heard Revelations 13 being brought out so much here recently. Okay. And that's the times that we're living in. We're living in the last days. All right. Let me grab this scripture. All right. Let me grab this real quick. All right. This is Second Ezra, Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1, and it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the times diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is very the same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he has made. Right? So it's talking about measure out the times diligently, man. Right? Don't you see every time that you on the internet, on the news media sites, or at least once a week, you hear about this the mark, okay, the charagma. That they're advertising it more and more than ever. Elon Musk is talking about it, the Neuralink, and how they going to end up putting it in your right hand, and you can be able to start your car with it. It's the new thing, man. It goes along with the when when the thing shuts off, this is what they're going to offer you, right? And we can't play these games, man. Revelations 13 and 16 or 15, 16 on down, man, says what it says. Neither can I buy nor sell unless you have this mark, okay? But it says measure out the times digitally in itself. And it says, and when thou seest part of these signs pass, which I have told thee before, right? Because I just read to you in Romans 15 and 4, for whatsoever the things were written aforetime was written for our learning, right? So our forefathers was trying to let us know the things that was going to come, okay? So it says, then shall thou understand. Well, let me get back right here. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he has made. Therefore, when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars and people in the world, right? Let me keep on reading. 4, and it reads, then shall the well understanding that the Most High Yahweh speaking to the things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. 5, and reads, for like that is made in the world hath a beginning and have an end, and the end is manifest, right? It's starting to show itself, right? That we're in the last days. You starting to hear rumors of war, ain't you? We know that the famine is coming, right? Here soon, the famine of the word might be here soon, man. We don't know, but we can see it, right? Gas prices is going back up. You starting to hear these things with the, people just falling out, for no reason. These are things that's going to come, woes and lamentations, okay? And this is the things that you got to prepare for your mind. And also what they're talking about, that which is Bible prophecy, is Revelations 13. All right. So If you claiming to be a man of the Lord, man, he should be. It shouldn't be that hard to understand. Okay, let me grab this. Like I said, this is a crazy. It's a crazy time that we're living in, and we don't have time to be playing any games. We have to, stay in these scriptures, and we have to mean business. Okay, we have to mean business, and we have to teach the right, correct doctrine, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, but I want to bring this out. This is Amos 3 and verse 7, and it reads, "Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but revealeth his secrets unto his prophets." Right? So nothing will come to the pass until he gives the secrets out to his prophets. Right? And he reveals the things to his prophets. So Watchmen of Israel, IUIC, UBK, ISUBK. Why is all these camps, right? Besides Sakari, why is all these camps not teaching the right doctrine when it comes to the MARK, right? It makes no sense. It's either, I'm convinced, man, and I was thinking this to myself earlier, I'm convinced that one of these three things, okay, they either paid off, right? They either too proud to admit that they was wrong and to give the diligence where it's due, give the props where it's due, right? Or they're just so scared that they don't want Revelations 13 to come to pass, okay? But it's one of those three things. But I am 144,000%, man, and convinced that they have took that bag. All right. Now I see it, right? Because if you the man of the Lord, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. Hell, the damn Edomite, man, the normal base Christian, Edomite knows or heard about the mark of the beast and might tell you, about the mark of the beast. But when it comes to the Israelites, the so-called men in his truth, they are dumbfounded, right? Let me read that again. This is Amos 3 and 7, and reads, "Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his prophets." All right. So like I said, it should not be hard at all, right? If you have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you should be able to understand, right? Let me grab this. You should be able to understand. The Most High is not going to have if you're really a man of the Lord, he's not going to have you out there confused, all right? He's not. Because we're in them last times, man. He's going to, like I said, the scriptures don't lie. The Most High is not a liar. He takes care of his. He watches over his, all right? And don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised if you start seeing members from their camps, man, start leaving. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Okay. So, it's good to keep talking about this, and be repetitive, because eventually, the elect, because they are men that's in these camps that are members of the hopeful elect, okay? And, once you start being repetitive and saying this over and over and over again, it's going to spark something in their head, man, and be like, hey, my leadership, hey, they're not doing the right things. They're not saying the right things because it doesn't equal up to what I'm seeing, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and I started 2, and it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth." Right? So yes, man, you should be making this plain upon tables. It's not hard to figure out. It's really not, right? it's supposed to be playing behind tables. Like I said, the Most High is not going to have you out here dumbfounded. Okay. 3, and it reads, for the vision is yet for a appointed time. All right. Revelation 13. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? It's not going to lie. It will come to pass. All right. Through it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right? So, it's going to come, regardless if you like it or not. Like I said, I don't know if y'all done took the bag. You know, I don't know who you're trying to press. Maybe all those women that y'all have in y'all's congregation, you know, because they like to hear smooth things. You know, they still want to have that little touch of the Christian Baptist church. You know, they want to have that nice guy. You know, they want to feel warm and welcomed. You know, they don't want to hear the real. You know, the scripture says to take up this, eat the whole roll, man. You know, eat everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right? Let me grab this. You know, you can't be lukewarm when it comes to this. If you're gonna preach this, the scriptures, man, you gotta preach the whole thing. Okay, let me grab this. Romans, Tulaki. Romans 16. And 17, and it reads, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which causes divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. Right? It says, mark those that cause division. All right? If it's not written in the holy book, or if it doesn't make sense, then you have to mark them who causes division. Right? Telling someone that the mark of the beast is spiritual is going off. It's going off. Okay? And you're going to get someone killed. All right? It says, and avoid them. It says, for they that are such serve not the Lord Mashiach Yahweh, but their own belly. Right? Naiquam. Right? Bishop Nathaniel. Right? Captain Tazoriak. Hell, you remember when Captain Tazoriak was talking about the mark? He almost passed out. He almost fainted. He was stuttering, you know, shaking. He didn't know what to do because, you know, a lot of these people get confounded. They hate revelations, man. Like I said, it's either one of the three things. They either took the bag, right? They're too proud to admit, you know, that they're wrong, or they don't want it to come to pass, and they like Babylon the Great. All right, but it says 18. Let me start it back. It says, for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahweh Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and the fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. Right? They deceive the men, women, and children out there, man. And if you're telling somebody, you know, it's not the mark, or it could be the mark, oh yeah, it's not the mark, but I'm not telling you not to get it. That's off. That's off, man. It's talking about it's sin. Come on, man. It's like I said, the mark is everything under the sun besides what it really is, man. All right, and we know what it is, you know, from the men of the apostles and elders, you know, GMS, and the men on down, man. You know, that's, you know, we learning, and we know what it is, man. We're playing these games. All right. And it says, deceive the hearts of the simple. Don't be simple in this truth. All right. Read and understand for yourself. And like I said, don't be surprised if you start seeing these other members coming out these camps, man. All right. But hopefully you was edified. But I just had to get this one off my chest. Like I said, the title of this video is The mark is everything under the sun besides what it really is. Okay. Behind that, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Until next time, Shalom.